All right, VJ, we've been talking a lot about the Nets situation with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. And it's the story of the NBA. It is the biggest story. The draft was great, but the biggest story in the league is what's going to happen because this is a super team that's come together. Kevin Durant is a top 5 player in the league. Kyrie Irving is a future, I believe, Hall of Famer. Will you agree with that? Future Hall of Famer, Kyrie Irving?
Afro-Re, absolutely.
Okay. So he is a legendary player. His legend, and no matter what happens here, I think Kyrie's legend is going to go much further than like his accomplishments in the sport. Unless he goes on some run going forward and wins a bunch of championships and makes all NBA teams and things like that. Because he hasn't been on a ton of all NBA teams. He's got the one championship. But Kyrie Irving is, people going to remember this cat. Not just because of the off-the-court stuff. They'll remember him for that. But best handle ever in the league history.
Ever?
I believe so. Who you think?
Zeke.
Nah, it's Kyrie. I love Zeke, but Kyrie. Yeah, it's
Kyrie over the UTEP.
Over everybody.
Mr. UTEP two-step,
yes,
Tim Hardaway?
That's my man. Yes, Kyrie has the best handle in NBA history.
Victim
I'm surprised
of the
you
moment.
disagree. No, the moment is what, 10 years long?
His handle's
he's been playing
dope.
for 10 years.
His handle's dope, but I like Zeke and UTEP two-step, and then I had Kyrie at 3 as far as handles go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then he's one of the best friends. His game is all that.
Yes.
All right. But anyway, I want to hit you with this question.
Okay.
Now, you have Kyrie Irving. You essentially think he should stay in Brooklyn no matter what.
Absolutely.
And I'm fine with that because that's the smart move. It really is. Even if he's fed up, even if he's upset that they won't give him the max deal that he wants over 5 years, just the smart financial move. And to be honest, a smart basketball move.
I was going to say career
we
move
can
too.
certainly argue, going to the Lakers, I think they'd be a contender with him and AD and LeBron, no doubt. But they're a contender in Brooklyn. And you're at home where you like it. And you would get more money. So the smart move is, as you said, stay in Brooklyn no matter what. Even if you're upset, ball out for 1 year. Then maybe if you want to, walk in the summer, right? If that's what you want to do. But let's just play a hypothetical game because it is, I guess, a possibility. What if Kyrie leaves? Whether it's a sign and trade, whether it's him just leaving in free agency and going to the Lakers, what do you think Kevin Durant should do if Kyrie's not on the team next year?
Wow, that's a good one. We ain't touched that one yet. Now, if Kyrie's not on the team next year, well, you know what? A lot would depend what they got back for Kyrie, which I would love to go to because before you said if they make a trade, I don't think
go there.
I don't think. Okay, cool. Any of these teams that are on his wish list, there's not a player, in my opinion, probably other than Embiid, that I think would be in return of equal value of Kyrie. And that includes Jimmy Buckets. I would include him in that list where, well, what if they got Jimmy Buckets? It's like, okay, they got Jimmy Buckets. He'll be there. Wait.
So if they were able to trade Kyrie Irving for Jimmy Buckets straight up, you don't think the Nets would be getting the better end of that deal?
No, I think, no. I'll just say no. I'll just say no. No, I don't.
A lot of it's the other stuff, because obviously Kyrie's more skilled.
I'm just talking on court.
But intangibles?
Yeah, I'm just talking
like
on
defense,
court right
now. But even on the court, defense, hustle, just going to war, excuse the pun. Oh my God, I got to believe. No, I would take Jimmy Buckets for Kyrie.
That's fine. That's fine. I would. And this is the reason why. Because this morning when I was planning for the show, I said, okay, I'm going to list the top players in the league. And if none of these guys that I would put over Kyrie on a top 10 list are the top players in the league, then why would I think I was getting a better player in return? So I'm just looking at it just from that angle, if that explains it a little better. So
what about Anthony Davis?
You talk about a guy that's not available. You mad at Kyrie for not being available, and you're going to trade for Anthony Davis?
Keeping it on the court.
But that's still on the court.
Both guys playing, because both of them got their issues. Both guys playing.
Yeah.
You rather have Kyrie than AD?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yes, I much rather have Kyrie than AD.
I disagree with both of them.
That's fine. AD showed me something for 1 year. He showed me something of top.
I mean, come on. He's shown you something his whole career.
No, that's not. But see, Chris, I don't.
Because if you want to go that, if you want to keep it fair,
okay,
then you got to say Kyrie's only shown you something for 1 year. If it's all about just he helped that team win the championship, AD was putting up 28 and 12.
I know that
in New Orleans.
I know. Well,
and you want to say, well, they didn't go deep. Well, Kyrie didn't go deep in Cleveland or Boston.
Yeah, but just because you scoring and putting up numbers on a bad team, just because you scoring and putting up numbers on a bad team, that doesn't impress VJ.
That's all Kyrie did.
That's
all Kyrie did outside of Cleveland.
Outside of Cleveland, Kyrie didn't.
When LeBron got there.
Chris, they were on pace to go to the finals. If he doesn't twist his ankle and get hurt in the playoffs last year, what are you talking about? Kyrie had a great season last year.
Well, look, Kyrie was great. Harden was better, but Kyrie was awesome. But my point is, I'm just saying, Kyrie hasn't won any more than AD has when he had his own team.
That's fine, and I will still.
That's all I'm saying. And you can speculate. I picked Brooklyn to beat Milwaukee, so I'm kind of with you.
I know.
But we don't know. We need to leave that out because we don't know that they were going to beat Milwaukee.
But we both felt they would, though, right? I picked them, too. We both felt they would.
They had Harden, too. Remember, when they started that series, Harden was playing.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, but go ahead.
I got you. But so when I look at the rest of these teams, I don't think, unless you're giving me Embiid back, there just wouldn't be no trade. So if you're, to go back to your original question, if you're Durant,
for why?
You got to tell me. You got to kind of tell me.
You blow. I hate to keep interrupting you.
Do you?
For why?
I didn't say.
Because you just said something. You said of all these teams. Okay, we got to stay here.
Yeah. No. I get what you're saying.
You said of all these teams.
Yeah.
That the only player, I guess, that you think Kyrie is better than Kyrie is Joel Embiid.
No, what I'm saying is what he would with Durant. Let me just get the point. What Durant would be getting in return. So you have to tell me that. So even if you got Kawhi Leonard, do I think Kawhi Leonard is a better player than Kyrie? Yes, I do. Okay. But do I think he would mesh with Kevin Durant and would make Durant stay? No, I don't think that.
First of all, I think he would have Durant stay. What about Luka?
Luka.
Luka's better than Kyrie.
I have a hard time saying Luka's better than Kyrie. Luka, because let me explain. Luka puts up some great numbers, has some really good, highlights and stuff. But when I look at Luka, it's just like, yeah, but will he still be this guy? Like, is it gonna get better? Or is this the best Luka we're gonna see? I feel like that could be the case with Luka. Is the Luka we watch right now, who is really, really good? He's great. But this just feels like, damn, this might be the best. I don't know if I can get a better Luka. And if this is the best Luka that I'm going to get, then this is what I'm going to see out of them pretty much.
Well, maybe he'll get more help.
Well, okay, but
because by himself,
those are all variables.
He took out Phoenix.
Those are all variables.
By himself, he took out Kawhi and Paul George, or took them deep, I should say. Didn't take them out.
I don't count the bubble.
But took them deep into the playoffs.
I don't count the Mickey Mouse bubble gum.
Not just the bubble. He played them 2 years in a row and took them deep.
Yeah, took them deep.
Gave them all they wanted.
Yeah, but
by himself, two of the best wing defenders of this generation, and they couldn't do nothing with him.
Who was the coach of that team? That
Doc Rivers, right. But I've been critical of Doc, but you on the court.
You and I both.
You on the court.
Okay. I'm
just Luka, and here's the great thing about Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And he kind of alluded to this on his podcast. I don't take a backseat to anybody when I'm on the court.
Exactly.
Because he could fit in with anybody.
Yep.
He's not like LeBron or Luka or some of these superstars that couldn't fit in with it. He could fit in with anybody. So Luka. So I'm gonna let you get to your point, but I just had to jump in because I thought that was crazy.
That's cool.
Luka, Kawhi, Paul George, Anthony Davis, Jimmy Buckets, Joel Embiid. I would gladly take for Kyrie Irving.
Okay, that's fine. I would not, because I just don't think that the fit would be really good with Kevin Durant. You're asking me if you're Kevin Durant, what do you do if you don't have
Durant can play with anybody?
If you don't have, no, you said that. I'm just.
You don't agree? You agreed.
No, I'm just like, okay, tongue in cheek, like, yeah, okay, yeah.
Tongue in cheek?
Because I want to get to my point, man.
So he can't play with anybody. Well, we gonna have time. We'll do it the next segment if we have to.
Okay.
I just had to check you.
Okay, nah, man, you ain't come on.
You
CB,
can't
you
be
ain't
coming
checking
up
nothing,
on.
man.
You know what this is,
Man,
VJ.
the highlight
You
guy.
know you don't just. This ain't straight fire with Jason McIntyre.
I don't even do this show.
This ain't Brian Noel
Hey, that's
on
my
the
guy.
weekends.
That's my guy.
All right, yeah, that's my man too. I used to do a show with him. This is
man.
the odd couple. We chin check nonsense.
Man, well, y'all not chin
So
checking me.
I couldn't let you go with that.
I got head movement. I got head movement like Floyd,
my
baby. Stop
God.
playing with me. I'm Pernell Whitaker, baby, in his prime. As far as me dodging all them chin checks.
You a lot bigger than both of them combined. You a much easier target, my bro.